Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys. Let's get to the news all right, folks. This is one of those NFL stories that just keeps heating up. And if you're a Cowboys fanatic, you know how crucial every move can be as we head into what looks like one of the most pivotal offseasons in recent memory. There's a lot of buzz around the potential trade of Trent Williams, the legendary left tackle from the San Francisco 49ers, who's been a cornerstone of their offensive line for years. Now, the chatter is that the 49ers, who are in a bit of a rebuild after struggling a bit with their quarterback situation and offensive line performance, are considering trading away Williams. And believe me, the Cowboys are right in the thick of this, because the impact of acquiring a player like Williams could be monumental, not just for next season, but for the entire franchise's future. Let's step back for a moment and look at why this is such a game-changer. Trent Williams, he's not just any offensive lineman. He's a Hall of Fame caliber talent, an elite protector who's been instrumental in keeping quarterbacks upright and creating running lanes that turn into big gains. The guy's a multiple-time Pro Bowler and All-Pro, and he's played at an elite level for years. In 2025, he's been nothing short of phenomenal, logging 858 snaps over 13 games, allowing just 4 sacks all season, which is practically unheard of for a left tackle. His run-block win rate stands at an incredible 85%, and his PFF grade is a stellar 91.8. He's also been a huge plus in EPA per run with a +1.2 mark, showing how much he contributes to the offense's efficiency when he's on the field. Now the potential trade makes sense for the 49ers, who are sitting at 6-8, and are really looking to reset after some inconsistencies, especially on their offensive line, which has allowed 28 sacks this season. They're also sitting on a cap hit of around $30 million for Williams in 2026, but a trade could free up around $25 million, which they could use to extend key players like George Kittle or to bolster their secondary. The 49ers are eyeing a rebuild of their secondary, which currently has a PFF grade of just 59. And with cap flexibility, they might be looking at a full reset, especially if they decide to part ways with Williams, who's earned every penny with his performances. But here's where it gets really interesting for us Cowboys fans. Dallas, currently sitting at 6-6-1, has seen its offensive line struggle at times this season, especially with injuries and inconsistency. Our O-line has a PFF grade of around 73, and Prescott has been under pressure quite a bit, taking 22 sacks so far. An addition like Trent Williams would be a huge boost, providing stability and elite protection on the blind side. Imagine him teamed up with Tyler Smith, who's been solid all season with a PFF grade of 85 That duo would instantly elevate our blocking, opening up more running lanes for Pollard, who's already gained 850 yards at a 4.2 average per carry. If Williams joins our squad, we're talking about an 18% increase in run efficiency, and the extra protection could add approximately 200 more yards on the ground, making our offense even more lethal. One of the biggest benefits of adding a player like Williams is how it balances the offense, especially in play-action scenarios. Prescott would have more time, and with the secondary injuries we've faced, giving our QB that extra couple of seconds can be the difference between a big play and a sack. Historical comparisons come to mind here. Think of Andrew Whitworth with the Rams in 2021, who boosted their EPA per run by about 15%. For the Cowboys, this could translate into a significant reduction in sacks and pressure, especially against top pass rushers like Crosby. We've already been hit with 22 sacks this season, and that's a number that could drop dramatically if we had someone like Williams anchoring our line. Now, let's talk about what this means for the division and the playoffs. If the Cowboys manage to bring Williams into the fold, it could be a real turning point. His presence would not only shore up our offensive line, but could also elevate our chances in high-stakes matchups. Imagine him protecting Prescott in tight playoff games, especially when facing fierce pass rushes like Crosby or other NFC contenders. His experience, combined with our offensive talent, could give us that extra edge needed to push deep into the postseason. The Super Bowl odds would reflect this boost, moving from +4-0 to around +2-0. That's a significant shift, signaling the Cowboys are serious contenders with Williams protecting the blind side. And speaking of the postseason, this move could be the catalyst that pushes us from a solid team into a true Super Bowl favorite. With Williams anchoring our line, Prescott would have more time to make decisions, and our run game, already potent with Pollard and the offensive line's improved run blocking, could become even more dangerous. Plus, our defense, which has been middle of the road but showing signs of improvement, would benefit from less pressure on the secondary. When your quarterback is well protected, your secondary can play more aggressively, knowing they're not constantly under duress. That could translate into more turnovers, fewer big plays allowed, and overall better defensive efficiency. Looking at the big picture, the potential trade also mirrors some of the most successful rebuilds in recent NFL history, like the Texans' move to fortify their offensive line with Laramie Tunsil in 2019. That move not only stabilized their line but also opened up their offense, helping Deshaun Watson thrive and setting the foundation for future success. The Cowboys could be heading down a similar path, especially if they acquire a talent like Williams, which could serve as a cornerstone for our offense for years to come. His leadership and elite performance would send a clear message that Dallas is serious about contending for the Super Bowl again, and that they're willing to make bold moves to get there. Of course, there are some risks. The 49ers might be hesitant to part ways with Williams, given his age and the fact that he's been an irreplaceable leader on their line. But the potential cap savings, combined with the opportunity to rebuild their secondary, could sway the deal in their favor. For us, it's about whether the Cowboys' front office is willing to pull the trigger on a trade that could redefine our offensive line and ultimately our entire season. If they do, I believe this could be the piece that finally pushes us over the edge, helping Prescott, Lamb, and Pollard reach new heights and giving us a real shot at Super Bowl LXI. In summary, this potential trade for Trent Williams isn't just about adding an elite player. It's about setting a new tone for the Dallas Cowboys. It's about building a line that can dominate in the trenches, that can protect our franchise quarterback, and that can open up avenues for our offense to be unstoppable. It's about elevating our entire team and sending a message to the rest of the NFC that the Cowboys are not just contenders, we're favorites. As we look ahead to the playoffs, a fortified offensive line with Williams at left tackle could be the difference between a deep run and an early exit. The stakes are high, but if this deal happens, it could be the move that cements Dallas's place among NFL elites for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think landing Trent Williams could be the key to finally breaking through and winning that elusive Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cowboys news. The offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and whatever happens, you can count on us to bring you every detail. Let's keep the faith, keep the passion burning, and get ready for a Cowboys era that could redefine our franchise's history. Thanks for riding along, and as always, go Cowboys.